Welcome into my channel. Thank you for being here and allowing me to read your energy. I've already cleared your space. I'm sharing from my heart for the highest good of all. I invite spirits of the light for whatever messages they'd like to send through me. I'm here as a reader and a seeker, always learning, always listening, and sharing what comes through. And I'm just following the steps. I certainly don't have all the answers. I only have the answers that the intuitions really that come to me. I read the cards based on the guidance of spirit and my own intuition. Look at that. How does this happen? I've already shuffled this deck multiple times. There's the cards on the split. Okay. So I'm just gonna show up. I'm gonna read also from yesterday. Yesterday was such a powerful reading. It was truly an honor to be in your presence yesterday, and it's an honor every day. I find myself so excited about getting up and getting to be in this space with you. And so here we go. Let's see what wants to come out today. I'm going to use the crystal cards that I used yesterday too, but I have a smaller version. I'm going to use those because they're much easier to handle than the bigger set. And I'm going to do a chakra card and a from the heart card. And I said yesterday I would read you the book. There was the smoke and mirrors again. Maybe it has a different message it wants to bring out today. I'm not sure. But so I said I was going to read from the book yesterday, and then I didn't do that. There's not enough time, it seems like, in the readings to do everything that I would like to do. I don't know how long you all will want the readings to be. Do you want the readings to be, shorter? Are you up for the longer readings? I personally am up for longer readings. If I'm going to watch someone do a reading, I like the longer readings. And let's take one more card from this deck. And I'm up for it if you are, but please let me know if you feel like it. And hopefully today I will remember to pick something to read from the book. I think that's important. Just getting a chakra card now. And crystal card from this smaller version, the same cards that I used yesterday. And from the heart. And that's another thing, I have so many decks. Oh, one just fell out. Oh, flew out. Alrighty. I have so many decks and I want to use them, and all in good time, right? Just all in good time. Slow and steady. It'll all work out. Holy cow. This ended yesterday's reading and starts today's reading. How does this happen? And how am I amazed? After all these years, after seeing what I've seen, I guess I love it that I get excited and amazed. I think, I hope I keep that for the rest of my life. I'm having a hard time getting over this. Okay, Spirit. So is this a continuation of yesterday's reading? Some thoughts that came to me, though, about this card after the reading, when I was actually in meditation, was that this was you yesterday, steady, strong, stable, on the boat, watching where you're going. You have your light. We talked about the porch light, the sail, the oar. Spirit is with you, and your compass. And you're in the Uncharted Sea. As you've left the past behind yesterday, you had stepped fully in with the quiet mind, ready to take on your new purpose in the Uncharted Sea. What came to me, though, was you have the ability to live on land and in the water. So you're unique. You are more capable of this than, say, let's just say that there was a lion sitting at the helm of this boat or at the bow. The lion can't live in the water, but you can. So you are more capable even than I was realizing yesterday. I could see that you were steady and stable, ready to take on your uncharted seas, uncharted territory, and stepping fully into where you were going. But you are more capable than the average person. You are earth and water and air. Actually, you are earth, water, and air. You are 3 of the signs. And with that, I feel led to bring in the zodiacs. That is not a strong suit for me. I read the cards and I know some about the zodiacs, but as we move forward, I'll continue to learn. I'll continue to bring in what comes to me. But earth, air, and water are clearly here. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be any of those signs. You could have multiple of those signs in your chart. And it is so fitting for you being here at this channel, that not to say you don't have fire, but that wouldn't be showing up as leading you in this uncharted sea. As we were just talking about yesterday, as this channel is about the quiet courage, the quiet strength, the wisdom that is earned over time through experience, lived experience, not book knowledge, but actual walking the path, lived experience. So you don't need the fire as much. It's still needed, but not as much. Earth magic. So she's grounded in the earth. She's grounded in her, and this is not gender specific either. I will basically say her if it looks like a female, but that doesn't mean that you are a female. There is no gender in spirit. So take it however it resonates for you. But she is grounded in the earth. Even though she is in the uncharted sea, she's had her experience. She's grounded in her experience. She's grounded in her wisdom. She's wrapped with spirit. Now we have the number 10, the beginning of the new purpose that you're stepping into. And here you are, surrounded by spirit, setting off on your purpose, your new purpose path. You are beyond the ordinary. That is for sure. That's what I was just saying over here. You are beyond the ordinary. You are capable of surviving in situations where others are not. They're not ready yet. They're not prepared yet, but you are. Beyond the ordinary. This is again about the awakening of the third eye and the crown. The heart chakra is activated. And I want to be sure and look closely at the cards, because after the readings, when I'm still meditating on the cards to be sure I got everything from the reading that I was supposed to get, I see things that I failed to bring up in the reading. And maybe it's meant to be that way. And so that's okay. But I just want to give it a moment to be sure that I'm getting everything. So just very serene, peaceful. The Royal You, number 7. We have a crown here on the, is this a lotus flower? The purples. The golden crown. The jeweled crown. Again, symbolizing your crown chakra with the color. Your lotus is open. I'm seeing this as the third eye and the crown chakra. I see this as receiving messages. So many stars in this card. And all of these cards, there's a lot of stars. Look at all the stars in this card. Stars may be really significant for you. Maybe you have a lot of, this reminds me of fairy lights. You have a lot of fairy lights in your house or in one room in your house. And you probably don't like overhead lights. At your place of employment, if you are allowed to, it would be beneficial for you to have this kind of lighting. Take some lamps in instead of the overhead light, which would be harsh for you. Beautiful uncaging. So that's what's been taking place. The beautiful uncaging, the number 5. And here is a figure. Can you see that? And the lock is that a key in the lock? Yes, that's a key in the lock. And it's been opened. You can see the heart expanding. And here's where you've been guided by spirit in your heart. You've always kept it warm. Even during the hard times, the challenging times, you protected your heart. You stayed connected to spirit. You kept that part locked away. And that's really hard to do, to protect your heart. But you've done it. Oh yeah, you have great big love. Exactly, it's perfect to follow this card. You have kept your heart beautiful. Now it's uncaging. You offer great big love to people. 26, the number 8. Infinity. You have an infinite amount of love, but now you're offering that love to yourself as well. And again, we have the theme of the chakras being open and look, bursting out the top. And the wings have been a big theme in the reading too, of yesterday and today. I feel like he has wings too. It's a type of wing. These look like feathers to me, all surrounding him. We've been talking about feathers. I'd love to know if you've been finding a lot of feathers, or if you have feather arrangements in your house. If you collect feathers, maybe you put them in your journal. Let's see. You are the foundation. Howlite. Number 43, number 7 again. We have roots coming out of the cup. It's sitting on a stump. It's kind of down in the stump. Like it's grown, the tree has grown around this cup. It makes me think of a ladder that was up against a tree in a house that I had, and it had been there since like the 1920s, and the tree had just grown around the ladder, and now to separate the ladder would kill the tree. And it makes me think of this, like there are a lot of parts of your foundation that have become a part of you, and you're learning to see the gifts in those rather than trying to excavate them from your life, because they've become part of you. Even if they're things that people have made you wanted to make you feel shameful about, or like you should change about yourself, you're now seeing that those are actually your gifts when you lean into the light. And now that you're letting go of the shadow, which, like I said, I think this is an extension of yesterday with this card coming out first. So I'm reading it like that you've already let go of your past, and this tree has been cut, but it's growing again out of this cup. The cup is you. You've severed the past. You've cut that, and you see that you can't remove the cup, but you're growing a new tree, and it's fruitful. See all the leaves? And then there's the howlite in the middle. I love howlite. I love the beads to use them in my crafts. Maybe you do too. You like to use howlite beads? Maybe you want to get some howlite. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this card. Look at that. Look! Okay. This is the first chakra, the base chakra, the root chakra, courage and faith. I embrace courage, faith, and adaptability as they are needed for me to overcome my fear of change or of the future. I regularly remind myself to be positive and open to possibilities, knowing that I am the creator of my own destiny. And here you are. You are charting your course. You are the master of your destiny. You're the master of the air, the water, and you can also live on the earth. I embrace the warrior within me. I remind myself to be a warrior, not a worrier. I am not a victim. I feel the fear and I do it anyway. There's actually a book if you have any fear, although you've probably already read that book. Feel the fear and do it anyway. I am ready and eager to move forwards. Exactly. You are ready and eager to move forward, and that is exactly what you're doing. You have your sail, you have your oar, spirit, you have your light, and you are ready and able to move forward. Your heart is open. You have spirit dear and near to your heart. You're still grounded in the earth, even though you're on the uncharted sea. You're grounded in your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge. You are beyond the ordinary. You are gifted with your ability to survive in the air, the water, the earth. You also have fire at your disposal should you need it, but you've learned not to lead with that. I create loving action which sets my soul free as I grow with gratitude. And then, yes, you have a big heart, great big love, and you are grateful to be on this new journey. And I am grateful to be here with you and share your energy. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. and I'll see you soon.